It's going viral on X. It shows a crowd beating a man and then a woman on the streets of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yo, it's TAKE420, back with another reaction. Alright, so for today's video, recently in the news, it's like a brawl, beat down, you know what I mean, out in Cincinnati, Ohio. And that shit made the news, man. That shit was, it's kind of crazy. They really dragged dog. So we gonna, you know what I mean, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna speak on that. Let's start the vid right here.
Welcome back. We're about to show you some disturbing video. It's going viral on X. It shows a crowd beating a man and then a woman on the streets of Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's how it started. And again, this is a tough watch. All right, and as if that wasn't brutal enough, the next clip shows a man knock a woman out. It's unbelievable.
Jordan. Let me pause this. Yo, that, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, not kind of crazy. That shit crazy, bro. Like they was dogging this man, bro. Like it was like 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, men and women. It was women in the mix too, stomping on them, beating on them, like really stomping. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a real stomp out. OD. And then homie that punched Shorty, like, God, like he really coked her shit. Like she's done. She's laced, bro. She's laced. She is laced. She's laid out. Comatose. Like he really, that shit not even, I can't even make a joke out of that shit. That shit kind of crazy. He really, he ain't have to do that. He ain't have to do all that. I'm gonna save more of what I mean. I'm gonna save more of my reaction for that. Let's get to the rest of this video. This shit crazy.
It's also disturbing. Everything around it, from the carnival atmosphere, the cheering on, the cursing, and of course, the violence. It's so disturbing it got the attention of Vice President J.D. Vance. He said this when asked about it during a stop in Ohio today.
As you had a grown man who sucker punched a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time, and frankly, he's lucky there weren't some better people around because they would have handled it themselves. And the only way to destroy that street violence is to take the thugs who engage in that violence and throw their in prison.
All right, police have identified 4 potential suspects so far, but one of the most disturbing parts of this, as I mentioned, is how many people just stood around, watched, not calling 911. What country? I can see what city, I know what state, what country are we living in? Joining me now is Ken Cover, president of Cincinnati's Fraternal Order of Police. And I appreciate you being here with us, and it's not to insult your city, but this is intolerable. It doesn't belong on any American street. It honestly doesn't belong in any civilized society. And I saw a quote by you, Ken, where you said, what you see in this video and the behavior around there is people that fear no repercussions. Tell me why they would fear no repercussions.
Well, you know, Cincinnati and Hamilton counties are really at a crossroads. What kind of city and county do we want to be? Because right now you have about half the judges that support law and order, and then you have half of them that just don't, that are being the cashless bail, the soft on crime. And this is a result of that. I mean, these people fear no consequences. And until that changes, unfortunately, we're going to see more things like this.
There's so many different, honestly, beyond the law and order element of this, Ken, and there is a law and order element of this. I know that 911, they may have received one call during this when you can see there's dozens, if not hundreds of people around the incident. But there's also so many cultural implications going on here. I don't know. I don't know how you were raised. I can tell you this. Any situation, A, where a man hits a woman, or B, where 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 guys are ganging up on one, nobody involved in that is tough. Nobody involved in that is a man. And it says something rotten about any culture that produces individuals who think somehow this is tough.
Yeah, these people clearly have no morals. They have no morals. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about others. And this is certainly a problem that we're seeing time and time again. And it's something that is just disgusting. We saw the worst that Cincinnati has to offer that morning.
And look, it's our job to tell the truth, and the truth requires you to state the obvious. There is a racial component to what we're watching on our screen right now. The 2 victims on the screen appear to be white. Most of the assailants appear to be black. And if we played the game of reversing this, and we have in some instances, there would be a national outcry and rage about the races involved in this incident. But here we have it reversed, and it asks some serious questions about us as a society.
We've had it both ways.
These investigators are certainly looking into that as being a component of why this occurred. And that's yet to be determined, I believe. But I mean, you look at it at face value and certainly could understand why you would draw that conclusion.
Well, at this point, I don't know what conclusions are to be drawn, but to ask some very serious questions and to be irresponsible not to ask those questions out of fear of invoking race, when this is what we're watching happening on the streets of Cincinnati, and I don't care where you live, I was just talking to somebody that works here, Ken. I don't know that this would happen on the streets of Texas. It might not, but there would be someone step in. There's a lot of people armed in the state of Texas or many other states across this country that don't have to wait for the police. I don't know what.
So what that mean? You gonna shoot and kill them? That's worse. Stupid. I mean, talking about it's their job to tell the truth, so they gotta point out the obvious. Like, we see it's a group of black guys, black people, because there was women in there too, so I'm just saying a group of black people dogging a white dude. Somebody knocked out a white lady. But bro, we've had every scenario you could think of. It's been a group of blacks attacking a white, group of whites attacking a black, group of whites attacking an Asian, group of Asians attacking a white, like everything you could think of takes place, whether filmed or not. Has taken place, takes place to this day. So we just gonna stop that right there. There definitely wouldn't be no national coverage, stop the presses, everybody take a look at this. That's what's happening with this, because it's a white guy and a white lady. It's a lot of shit that happen to black people. It don't get covered, bro. It don't get covered. Ever. So I can't agree with that part. Like, yeah, niggas, they OD'd. They need to be, you know what I mean? Did they crime, do their time? They need to, you know what I mean? They need that. But you can't play the race card in this instance. But I'm gonna show you another clip in this video, because this is the news. This is actual live, like this is news. This is on TV. Okay. And they show the video. They show the white man getting dogged. But there's more to that story. That's not that's not how they don't show how it start. They show what they want to show. But it's their job to tell you the truth. No, it's their job to paint you a picture, to sell you, to paint a narrative, to sell you whatever they want. That's what they do. So a lot of people do. A lot of companies do. A lot of corporations do. Biggest to the smallest. Niggas do it here on YouTube. Like, come on. Come on. So we already know how that go. So I'm gonna play this next clip. And we're gonna get more context to the situation. and then give our full opinion on it.
Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony.
See? This is my, hold on. We gonna run that back. This is what I'm saying.
In Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony.
See that? See that? That ain't on the news. That's not on the news part, right? They don't show that. They don't show what initiated the situation or how it started, because even that part doesn't show how we got to that part. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't know the words that were exchanged. We don't know how long it took place, if it took place inside the little festival shit they was having or not, like whatever. Point is, they definitely didn't show that the white man smacked that black man first, and that's how he ended up how he ended up, bro. Like, I'm not saying that the level that they took it to, like, that wasn't okay, but what you expect when you put your hands on somebody? You put your hands on somebody, expect hands to possibly be put back on you, or worse. Because you can't disrespect someone, definitely can't physically assault someone, and then tell them how they can respond to you. Do I agree with the level they went to with their response? No, I do not. However, I do agree with the fact that they responded. Like, who are you? Who are you to put your hands on? Like, what are you like? And that's where, you know, you want to talk about culture and race and what the guy said. That these people fear no repercussions, and that's why they're acting like this. Cashless bails and all this other stuff. What about that? You know. Yeah, we all know what it is. What about that for the Caucasian people? He didn't fear any repercussions with putting his hands on that on that black man. So while surrounded by a bunch of them, like, what did you think was gonna happen? Doesn't care. They're not thinking about that, because why? They don't fear repercussions, for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. So if the roles were reversed, I'm pretty sure that group of white people wouldn't fear any repercussions either, no matter what state they in. Just saying. Let's get back to the rest of this.
Over the weekend, videos of a fight in downtown Cincinnati have been making its rounds online, sparking outrage and controversy from viewers. Multiple videos were taken from the fight that took place early Saturday morning and quickly circulated on social media. One video shows a white man knocked to the ground with several others jumping in to stump and kick him, while others shows a man hitting a woman unconscious. That same weekend, Cincinnati hosted a music festival, and initial reports of the brawl claimed it stemmed from that event. However, Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thietje claimed the brawl was not connected in any way to the festival, but instead a sudden dispute after a verbal altercation. It's been reported that police have identified 5 suspects out of the crowd of 100, with more charges on the way. Police Chief Teresa Thietje did not name the charges nor the suspects, but said anyone involved will face consequences. Additionally, the suspects are not in custody. 2 officers would respond 6 minutes later. However, when they arrived, the fight had broken up and the majority of people had left. As a result, Thietje would criticize bystanders for choosing to record the fight instead of contacting police. For all those people recording with cell phones and for us to only get one call is unacceptable in this city. That social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened and makes our jobs more difficult. The online reaction has made this event comparable to the Alabama.
I agree with the first part where it's like, maybe there should have been more calls, but I don't understand how that makes a difference. The cops are still on their way there, like still gonna take them the same amount of time if it's 1 call, 10 calls. So somebody did call. So it's like, maybe not. Should have been more calls, but somebody called. Niggas was on their way. They got there 6 minutes after, you know what I mean? The shit was already over. They got there 6 minutes after they got called. The shit was already over. So how long, you know what I'm saying? If more calls went in, would they have gotten there faster or something? Like, trying to figure out how that works. What's the physics on that? But the part about, you know, people shouldn't be recording, it's up in the air on that. Like, it depends on how many people is around. Like, if it's 1, 2 people around, definitely record. If it's that many people around like it was, you need like half recording, half trying to stop the shit. Like, cause it don't have to go that far. Like, I get homie put his hands on him, but he ain't have to get dogged like that. Like, they was really stomping his head in his face. And, like, let me tell y'all something about that. Cause and I've always been disgusted by that. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Niggas fight, niggas can fight. Knuckle up, do what you gotta do. I'm the type of nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I seen it since back in the days. It's the World Star Fight compilation days. Like, a nigga get knocked out cold. And what the nigga that knocked him out do? Jump right on top of him, ground and pound. Haymaker. It's like, bro, he's done already. You already knocked him out. What the fuck is you doing? Just like this head. All them kicks to the head. Those are intentional kicks to the head. Now, I don't know Cincinnati law, Ohio law. I'm from New York, from Brooklyn. I don't know no Ohio law. However, I do know that in certain states, bro, like, all them intentional kicks to the head, that's not just an assault, bro. That they could bump that up to an attempt murder. Somebody knocked out cold, and then they can bump that up to an attempt murder, bro. That's because blunt force trauma can cause someone to die. And they don't have to die right there on the spot. They could die on their way to the hospital. They could die in the hospital from all of that blunt force trauma. If the person survived, they could bump that to an attempt murder. If they don't survive, they can give you manslaughter. It's not just an assault. It's not just an aggravated assault. And it's like, for what? To show you really tough? Like, bro, you already won. You already got it. You clearly tough. You won. No need to do all that. Because then you sitting in jail over a fight. You're in prison over a fight. You're doing years over a fight, a regular fight. You ain't stab somebody, you ain't shoot somebody, you ain't rob a bank, you ain't selling drugs. It was a fight. And it could have just been just that. But motherfuckers take it too far. And that ain't just black people. I'm talking about anybody. Like I said, on them fight comps, nigga, that's all types of people. Asian, Indian, black, white, Spanish. I've seen every person of every nationality, every ethnicity do similar things, the same things. When it comes to, acts of violence, fights in particular, they take it a little too far. People take it too far in these moments. Control yourself. But shit should be recorded. The reason why shit should be recorded, you saying it distorts the investigation, distorts the events of what happened. No, it don't. If anything, that's the best. That's the physical. That's the same shit y'all use a surveillance camera from a store that happened to be nearby to get the footage, right? So why wouldn't people that's right there, that they probably got footage of everything. The more people recording, the better, actually. It makes your job easier, actually. Especially from different angles, different time stamps. People got different parts of the situation. Put it all together. Some people got the entire thing from literal beginning, the inception of when this went to how it ended. More recording is good. More recording should make your job easier. simpler. The fact you don't want people to record means you have a hidden agenda, my friend. And I hate your haircut, by the way. You remind me of fucking the principal from Matilda. I don't know why. But to me, you have a hidden agenda. You want room to skew the story how you want, to skew the facts how you want. You want that room. And with everybody having some personal footage, this isn't just surveillance camera that happened to be outside of a store or building and it happened to happen in front of that camera. No, these are people's personal videos that they have the right to have. It's public footage. You don't want that because, like the news, you guys put out this story without showing the white guy slapping the black man first. So you want that room to paint your narrative, saying that too much recording. Like, no, more people it should be more recording. However, when it's that many people, there should be a group recording and a group trying to de-escalate the situation. There's more than enough people there to hold each of these people back and, prevent this from going as far as it did. However, people weren't doing that, and that part I agree. That's tasteless. That's tasteless. Gotta be come on, it's enough of y'all. Stop the fights, man. Stop the fight. It's too much. You see, come on. That man got every sneaker brand imprinted on his skin. Every sneaker brand is all. Stop the fight. It's over. And then knocking out the lady, come on. Unnecessary. Even if it was a woman that did it, it should have been a woman, because I don't know why this nigga thought, let me do that. I can understand if she's attacking you and you trying to ward her off and she keep attacking and nobody's stopping it. At that point, y'all can call me whatever y'all want, but at that point, I'm in favor of you defending yourself, but you just don't take it too far like that. Like, you don't have to beat the dog shit out of her. The point is to get her to stop. That's it. So you might not even have to hit her. Just grab her. You get what I'm saying? Like, grab her, make her chill. But nobody should be hitting anybody. That's the point. If you're hitting somebody, if you hit someone, expect to be hit back. Period. That's it. Whether you get hit back, don't get hit, expect it though. It's a requirement when you go to attack someone. Expect to be attacked back. That's all I'm saying.
Online reaction has made this event comparable to the Alabama Riverfront Brawl that took place in August of 2023, nearly 2 years ago.
But to be fair, in that one, both
reactions were quick to surface online, with many taking sides, as this has showed signs of having racial undertones. As predicted, many white conservatives were upset and let their feelings be known on social media. A few would even attempt to point out the hypocrisy of what could happen if the roles were reversed. One user would write, "A group of black people jumped two white people in Cincinnati, sucker punching a woman and knocking her out cold. If the races were reversed, this would be on every major news outlet in the country. But since it's not the narrative they want, they'll ignore it. This was violence, disgusting, and unacceptable. They should be charged." Another user would agree and write, "If I punch a black person, I would be convicted of a hate crime. If a black person punches me, I deserved it because of oppression I was never part of." Aside from social media users, several notable figures would also speak out against the brawl.
Stop that right there. Like, bro, I get how everybody, like the white people, I get how y'all feel, bro. I get it. The modern day white person, you feel like, oh, I wasn't a part of enslaving anyone, or my ancestors, my particular grandfathers and great grandfathers, they didn't own slaves and they liked black people. And I get it, bro. What you gotta understand is it come with the territory. Same thing like being black in this country. It come with the territory. Cause it's just like y'all didn't do anything wrong. It's a lot. Just like there's a lot of y'all that didn't do anything, because there's people, there are that do wrong, that's very racist, very much bigots. feel, you know, have that white superiority within them. All of that. And then there's those who, I get it. Y'all wish it wasn't like that. Same thing with other races, especially ours. We didn't do anything. And if it start from the beginning, we didn't do anything to get enslaved. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that y'all can never understand that. Y'all respect it from the Jewish people, but y'all don't respect it from us. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all never gonna really understand it. But you can't play that, oh yeah, because I get hit. I deserved it for oppression I was never a part of. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Do you know what it's like to be racially profiled for a crime you didn't commit just because your skin is black? Right. That's my point right there. Shit like that. You don't. So it's the same. Deal with it. Come with the territory. Come with the territory. I get it. But it come with the territory. Don't bitch about it.
BRAWL. Elon Musk would share a photo on X of the unconscious woman that was knocked out by another man. He wrote, "That guy almost killed this woman. Aggravated assault." Musk would also reshare a message from another X account which posted
I don't know Ohio
zero
laws,
AP news stories about this attack,
assault.
zero Fox News stories about this attack, zero PBS stories about this attack, zero NYT news stories about this attack, zero NPR news stories about this attack. Musk would respond to the user in agreement, also asking, why zero stories?
So yeah, that's what's out right now. Like that shit crazy. Like, I'm not for all the violence anyway. I don't agree. I don't condone it. I don't know what was actually said, what went on, but I know they say it started from verbal dispute, and just from personal experience. From all, you know what I mean, stories of, there's countless stories throughout the years, the decades of shit like this. Like, bro, it's usually the white person who said some racist shit that got the black people turned up in the first place. Or did some type of like white privilege-y type shit towards the black person and got us turned up. And then that's how these things take place. They only escalate from there. Because no one's trying de-escalation. The white person, the white guy, because of that white privilege, that like, what you got to understand is it's inherent and it's subconscious. Not all of y'all is conscious and aware of the fact that y'all utilize that white privilege, y'all, because for you it's so normal. This is regular life to you, so it's hard for you to see it as a privilege. To you it's regular. You see what I'm saying? To a person who is below the poverty line, going to a 5-star restaurant just once every 5 years, that's a privilege. To the person that's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, like, they go to the 5-star restaurant, that's nothing to, that's regular to them. It doesn't seem like a honor to be there, privilege to be there. It's like, I'm supposed to be here because this is regular for me. I grew up like, especially if you was born into that, like, it's usually the white person who said the racist shit that got it started. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know what it'd be over simple shit. A spot in line, somebody took their seat, accidental bump, like just little simple shit that don't even need to go that far. But then people take it too far. You have the white privilege, whether conscious of it or subconscious of it, that is fueling the white person to do and say the things they're doing and saying, and then that in turn enrages the black person. And then that black person, I know, is a stereotype, you know, the angry black. It's not like they niggas just walk around angry and trying to be angry all the time. The point is, if you get us to tap into that emotion, it's gonna be intense, because all our emotions are intense. We the original people. You feel me? Everything we do is on a higher level. So when we feel that rage, when we feel that anger, it get there. So now you feeling how you feeling, that's fueling you. They feeling how they feeling, it's fueling them. It only go up from there. And nobody steps in to de-escalate. It only go up from there. And this is just how it always happens. Now, again, I don't agree with the level that they took it to. I do agree with the fact that they responded, but I don't agree with the level they took it to. And because they took it to that level, I do agree with, you know what I mean? Prosecution, like whatever, like give them their time. They gotta sit for that. I agree, sit for that. You ain't have to go that far. Do I want to see my fellow black people in jail? No, I do not. But I also don't want to see us behaving in that manner. You feel me? Like, to me, people, period. I don't care what your nationality, culture, what you identify, none of that dumb shit. I don't care. People, a human being, when you behave like that especially in what's supposed to be a civilized society, like, yeah, you gotta sit for that. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care. I really don't even care what fucking age you are. If you in double digit ages, 10 and up, like, because at that point, to me, you understand enough to not be doing dumb shit like that. Not to be doing shit like this. So, whatever, you call me what you want, I do not care. I don't agree with this. You don't have to agree with me. It's okay. We all here to share perspective. That's what TAKE420 is about. Just reaction, just giving my honest opinion. Feel free. That's it for this one, man. TAKE420. You know the vibes. Like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Catch you on the next one.